Yes, this is Brian Marshall out here in Pettigrew, Arkansas. Uh, I have a little experiment right here. We've been in a really bad drought, and we've had bees absolutely killing each other for food. And I put out some sugar water several days ago and used one of those 5-gallon bucket community feeders that you could see on YouTube. And well, that didn't work so hot. I ended up with a lot of dead bees, in short, and they were so anxious for food. We've had a drought here in Arkansas, and the first part of this year we had so much rain that it literally, a lot of our crops didn't pollinate or they half pollinated. And the rest of the year it's been, even though we were ahead of moisture through the early or late spring, early summer months, to right here toward the tail end of the year, we've just had a hard drought. And the bees are so desperate. The wood wasps are needing food terribly bad, and yellow jackets, wasps, it doesn't matter. They're all out, and they actually are competing pretty heavily for the food. If you see the video camera move or shake, it's because some of these bees are getting on my bare hands, and I'm not really inclined to get stung. But in the interest of saving the bee community, I have made this uh, video so that you can kind of see what kind of bee feeder we have. As you can see at the bottom, I have a bottom tray, and that bottom tray is actually to be used as a lick board. And if you'll look at the top of the bee feeder, every now and then you'll see some bubbles let off, and part of that's just the mass of bees underneath sucking syrup, sugar syrup, out of those jars. But if you'll go down to the middle board, that also is another lick board, or a board where there just gives more surface space for the bees to eat. And so the jugs at the top, they're actually dripping a little bit. And I'll try to move in here and see if you can see the moisture. Right there on the right hand side and then the middle left, there's actually, you can see some moisture. And what happens is that those drips coming out of those jugs, they'll hit that middle board and then they'll drip on down into that tray. And it's just an idea I had to try to give the bees more surface space as far as being able to eat and hopefully eat in harmony. The story that I have here to tell is that these bees and white-faced hornets and wood wasps and yellow jackets were so desperate for food, I came out one day to look at my 5-gallon community feeder, and they literally were tearing each other apart trying to get to the sugar syrup. And I didn't like it. And that got me to thinking about being more environmentally friendly, working with the community, the nature community as a whole, and realized that if my bees were in trouble, which they are, for food for the year, that also the white-faced hornets and the wood wasps and the other pollinators that are out there, they too are in trouble. And so I decided to make this feeder so that I could maybe help nature along with my bees and keep the robbing. Like I've got a lot of bees trying to rob my hives right now. And so this community feeder I'm using hopefully as a distraction, and also hopefully to help the whole community as a whole in and around where my bees are. So hopefully this will work for giving you some ideas, and that things will, whatever I've done will maybe help you in your part of the world. Thanks.